It was neither day nor night. In a timid trembling, remembering my voice, breath, vapour, thoughts, gold leaf on the windows, meltwater draining away where eyelids have blinked, crystalline, Gegenschein, drifting on the river of the morning star, my brainfold clouds, our mouths, my voice, breath, vapour, hemorrhaging sunrise, after soul's midnight, Lucifer rising in the eye of a storm. Terrors of death, my voice, breath, vapour, held for a glimmer on the mirror of a time window. My eyelids have blinked away into the light, afraid of what I might see at the heart of a star, drifting on the river of consciousness with the terrors of death. My voice trembling to remember the vapour of memory traces, thoughts gold leaf, crystalline Gegenschein, at the quick of a flickering, my eyelids held a glimmer at the heart of a star, drifting on the river, trembling rems, chimerical, lapis lazuli, gems from far of fear. My eyelids have blinked, Cleopatrical, magical, on the mirror of a time window. My father was born on the day they cut the rowan tree down. Yet it was beautiful, an Apollonian vision, living in snow, under Saharan winds. A ghost now, only the space is more real. This isn't a plain of bones decimated a millennia ago. It's an eloquent fingered ideogram laying down my Zen brushstrokes. It'll come alive in our memory, an ink blot absorbed by paper to represent the tribe's bloodletting if nothing is left to defend against miasma, a suffering heart left to bleed into the river door after it had stood all these years a stalwart, slaughtered for gold by terraforming ants, moving on generations into oblivion, fallen like a twig into the ravine. A canalization of atomic waste flows downstream. This is their progress, twitching machine parts to know the innermost spirit of mankind. The age of the tribune measure the rings, circumventing the bow to the edge, bled in sacrifice. In this neck of the woods, they've taken away the limbs on a truck, cutting them so that they're fit Procrustean, not to scrape the smart paint. Would they have attacked you in owl light? Woe begone beyond the field to Asphodel, huddled in around the fire on Xmas night. We celebrated our rowan tree as a brother. April winds touched your blossoms, blistered by the spring tide outside of the storm. You're forever. I remember that cardboard cutout of an Xmas tree pinned to your trunk. You were very much alive, vital, on a pleasant day, lightening the heart. We've been swindled because on the dying day, you couldn't pay tribute, searching through ashes, recalling shadows falling on the river rain. Pipistrelle in the echoes of your shapeshift, stalking the canal path to find sanctuary, a suffering heart left to bleed into the river door.
You can go right ahead, Susie, when you're ready to do so.
Right, the first poem I wrote last night, in the night again. Must have shared a dream with you, David, I don't know, but it's called Blue Dunes, because there were photos of Mars, I don't know if you saw them, and it showed blue dunes, sand dunes. Quite amazing, really. So it's about that. Blue dunes. Blue dunes under blue moons. Waves crash from a mighty blue ocean. Driven by the tides, I rock and roll the night away, my neck hung with lapis lazuli. A seahorse, ever faithful, awaits my return, his mane a mine of topaz. He will wait forever as I research why your eyes are so blue under Martian sun. Your blue body, my blue body. I run my fingers through your ultramarine hair. Where are we? I don't know what the other one's called. Tryst. Oh yeah. This one's called Tryst. Today, a tiny pink bud appeared on my camellia. Long gone the giant blooms, leaving behind their petals of death, which I shuffled through with bated breath from their sheer beauty and the strength of the parent flowers. This tiny flower engages me like a Laurentian poem at a slant. A man who participated big time in nature's harmony. A man who could dream and love. A man who ranted and raved, yet knew how to peel a fig with the finest delicacy as he would a woman's parts. I stare at the flower as my emotion overwhelms me. I expect to see a Stanley Spencer half-nude male emerge from the garden where he was engaged in a tryst with his lover, his hand on her breast, full of the joys of making love to Persephone in sweet spring weather. The hum of insects perfects the scene, making it sacred like a church service. And those tiny blue butterflies, speedwells darting to and fro, with the large sherbet yellow ones desiring once more the sunshine's kiss, and the rolling bliss of purple clover, wishing it would last forever. Mothers should warn their daughters about the danger of making love en plein air. But such innocence can only be divine and faultless. Just see the cabbage whites in their virginal gowns, taking a curtsy, well deserved, bowled over by passion, unrationed, about to give an encore.